Do you ever wonder why some people seem to have their lives together while you're stuck scrolling your phone at 10 p.m., feeling like the day just happened to you? Take my friend Jake, software engineer, same demanding job as thousands of others. But while his colleagues complained about burnout and Netflix binges, Jake was learning chess strategies, having deep conversations with his wife, and actually excited about his evenings. The difference? Jake discovered something that changed everything. Here's what nobody tells you. The difference isn't their morning routine. It's not their productivity hacks. It's how they architect their evenings. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to transform the most wasted hours of your day into your most powerful ones. And once you see how this works, you'll never think about evenings the same way again. But stick with me, because in just a few minutes, I'll reveal the momentum protection protocol, the one evening habit that prevents everything from falling apart, even on your worst days. Think of your evening like designing a house. Most people just throw furniture around randomly. But what if you had an architectural blueprint? What if every element worked together by design? That's exactly what we're building today. Chapter 1: The Transition Blueprint. Meet Sarah, a marketing manager who used to crash on her couch every night, doom scrolling until midnight. Sound familiar? The problem wasn't Sarah's willpower, it was her transition architecture. Your brain doesn't have an off switch. When you go straight from work emails to your couch, your nervous system stays stuck in productivity mode. You're tired but wired, exhausted but restless. Here's the solution: the 3-bridge protocol. Bridge 1: the mental download. Spend exactly 5 minutes writing down everything still spinning in your head, not to solve it, just to park it. Bridge 2: the sensory reset. Change one thing about your physical state. Different clothes, wash your hands, light a candle, signal to your brain, work mode is over. Bridge 3: the energy check. Ask yourself, what does my energy need right now? Rest, movement, connection? Sarah started using this protocol. Within 2 weeks, she went from collapsing to consciously choosing how to spend her evenings. The transformation wasn't dramatic, it was systematic. But here's where most evening systems fail. They're too rigid. Your evening brain operates differently than your morning brain. Morning brain loves structure and goals. Evening brain craves flow and flexibility. This is why I developed the pool system. Instead of rigid schedules, you create 3 activity pools. Pool 1: restoration, reading, breathing exercises, warm bath. Pool 2: growth, learning, creative projects, skill practice. Pool 3: connection, meaningful conversations, journaling, quality time. Each evening, you flow between pools based on your energy and mood. Some nights, you might spend 2 hours in restoration. Other nights, you dive deep into growth activities. Your evening blueprint checklist. Set up your 3-bridge protocol. Create your 3 activity pools. Choose one anchor activity for each pool. Test the system for 1 week. Chapter 2: Digital boundaries that actually stick. Tom, a software developer, realized he was spending more quality time with his phone than his family. The wake-up call? His 5-year-old asked why daddy's phone was more interesting than her. But going completely digital free? That's not realistic in 2025. The solution isn't elimination. It's conscious consumption. Every time you reach for your device, pause. Ask yourself, am I reaching for this to add something to my evening or to escape from it? This single question transformed Tom's relationship with technology. He realized 80% of his phone usage was avoidance behavior. But we can engineer this even better. Here's the smartphone sanctuary method. Choose one room where phones aren't allowed after 8 p.m. But, and this is crucial, make that room irresistible. Soft lighting, comfortable seating, interesting books, maybe some art supplies. You're not just removing the distraction, you're replacing it with something better. Jessica, a busy mom of 2, tried this. She made her bedroom the phone-free zone. Added a cozy reading chair, some essential oils, and a journal. Her bedroom became her evening sanctuary, instead of just where she collapsed. For the times when you do use technology, practice intentional digital experiences. Instead of random browsing, choose your digital activities as deliberately as you choose a book. Maybe it's a specific podcast, an online course, or video calls with people you care about. Your digital architecture checklist. Install the pause and ask habit. Create your smartphone sanctuary. List 3 intentional digital experiences. Set a daily digital sunset time. We've so far, we've engineered your transition and tamed your technology. But now we need to understand the fuel that powers it all. Your evening energy, Chapter 3. The energy management system. Here's what shocked me when I started tracking evening energy patterns. Your tiredness isn't random. It follows predictable waves. Marcus, a teacher, always crashed around 6 p.m. He thought he was just exhausted from his day. But when he started tracking his energy, he discovered something fascinating. That 6 p.m. crash was followed by a natural energy rise around 8 p.m. Once Marcus understood this pattern, everything changed. He used his 6 p.m. dip for restoration activities. Then he rode his 8 p.m. energy wave for creative projects or meaningful conversations. Your evening energy follows 3 predictable phases. Phase 1, 5, 7 p.m. The natural dip. Your body's circadian rhythm creates an energy valley. This is restoration time. Phase 2, 7, 9 p.m. The second wind. Most people get a natural energy boost, perfect for growth activities. Phase 3, 9, 11 p.m. The gradual descent. Your body starts preparing for sleep, ideal for reflection and winding down. But here's the key insight. Recovery doesn't mean passive. Some of your most energizing evening activities might actually involve gentle effort, learning a skill that excites you, having a meaningful conversation, working on a creative project. These align with your deeper values, so they restore rather than drain you. This brings us to the concept I call layered recovery. Layer 1, physical recovery, warm shower, comfortable clothes, gentle movement. Layer 2, mental recovery, journaling, meditation, quiet time. Layer 3, emotional recovery, gratitude, connection, creative expression. Your energy management checklist. Track your energy for 1 week to find your personal patterns. Identify your natural energy phases. Choose one restoration activity for each recovery layer. Plan your most important evening activities during your energy peaks. Now that you understand your energy architecture, let's explore how connection fits into your evening design. Chapter 4. The connection equation. Lisa, a financial analyst, came home to her family every night but spent most of her evening distracted, half present, going through the motions. She was physically there, but emotionally unavailable. The breakthrough came when Lisa learned about social energy management. Your social energy works exactly like your phone battery. Different activities drain it or charge it. Large groups usually drain you. Deep one-on-one conversations often charge you. Surface-level small talk depletes you. Meaningful solitude restores you. But here's the connection quality principle. It's better to have one meaningful 5-minute conversation than an hour of surface-level interaction. Lisa started doing 5-minute connection check-ins with each family member. No phones, no distractions, just, how was your day? What was the best part? What was challenging? These tiny moments transformed her family relationships. But connection isn't just about others. It's also about connecting with yourself. High-quality solitude isn't about being lonely. It's about being present with yourself. This might look like journaling, taking a walk, working on a hobby, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. David, a busy executive, discovered that 30 minutes of evening solitude, just him and his journal, recharged his social batteries more than any other activity. Here's your evening social energy framework. Before each evening, ask yourself, do I need connection or solitude right now? Honor whatever your authentic need island. For connection evenings, choose depth over breadth. One meaningful conversation beats 3 casual ones. For solitude evenings, make it intentional. This isn't collapse time, it's presence time. Your connection checklist. Identify your social energy patterns. Practice the 5-minute connection check in. Schedule intentional solitude time. Create one deep connection ritual. The foundation is solid. Now let's add the element that makes evenings truly extraordinary: creative flow. Chapter 5: The Creativity Catalyst. Remember when you were a kid and you'd get completely lost in drawing, building with blocks, or making up stories? That wasn't just play. That was your natural creative state. Your evening brain is actually primed for creativity in ways your morning brain isn't. After a day of structured thinking, your mind becomes more associative, more willing to make unexpected connections. Rachel, a busy accountant, thought she wasn't creative. Numbers and spreadsheets all day. But she started spending 20 minutes each evening sketching. Not to become an artist, just to play. 6 months later, Rachel's problem-solving skills at work had dramatically improved. Her sketching wasn't just a hobby, it was training her brain to think differently. This is the creative spillover effect. When you engage in any creative activity, you're not just doing that activity, you're priming your brain for creative thinking in all areas of your life. But creativity doesn't always mean making art. It can be finding a new route home, rearranging your furniture, trying a recipe from a different culture, writing in a journal, having a philosophical conversation. The key is novelty and personal expression. Learning in the evening works differently too. Your brain is more receptive to big picture understanding. This makes evening perfect for reading philosophy, watching documentaries, or learning about topics that interest you personally. Michael, a software engineer, spent his evenings learning about ancient history. Seemed unrelated to his work, right? But the pattern recognition skills he developed studying historical trends made him a better programmer. Here's the evening creativity protocol. Choose one form of creative expression. Commit to 15 minutes, 3 evenings per week. Focus on process, not outcome. You're not trying to create masterpieces. You're exercising your creative muscles. Your creativity checklist. Choose one creative activity that intrigues you. Schedule 3 15-minute creative sessions per week. Focus on enjoyment, not achievement. Notice how creativity spills into other areas of your life. But creativity needs the right environment to flourish. Let's design your evening space. Chapter 6: Environmental Architecture. Your environment is constantly communicating with your subconscious mind. A cluttered space creates mental clutter. A peaceful space promotes peace. Emma, a freelance writer, couldn't understand why she felt anxious every evening until she realized her living room looked like a home office explosion. Laptop on the coffee table, work papers everywhere. Her relaxation space was contaminated with work stress. The solution was environmental zoning. Emma created 3 distinct zones. Work zone, one corner for any remaining work tasks. Restoration zone, comfortable seating with soft lighting, books, and blankets. Creative zone, a small table with art supplies and good lighting. This simple reorganization transformed Emma's evenings. Her brain now had clear environmental cues for different activities. But environment isn't just physical, it's also energetic. The lighting transition technique mirrors your body's natural rhythms. As the sun sets, gradually reduce bright blue light and increase warm amber light. This supports your circadian rhythm and prepares your body for sleep. Here's your evening environment design system. Order your space. What supports the evening experience you want? What detracts from it? Create clear boundaries between work and life spaces, even if you live in a small apartment. Sometimes it's as simple as closing your laptop and putting it in a drawer. Add elements that invite the activities you want more of. Want to read more? Place a book and good reading light in your favorite chair. Want to be more creative? Set up a small creative station, your environment checklist. Audit your current evening environment. Create distinct zones for different activities. Implement gradual lighting transitions. Add one element that invites your desired evening activity. We've built the structure. Now comes the crucial part, making it all work together sustainably. Chapter 7. The Momentum Protection Protocol. Here's the truth about change. It's not the big, dramatic transformations that stick. It's the small, consistent actions that compound over time. Kevin, a sales manager, tried to overhaul his entire evening routine at once. New meditation practice, reading time, exercise, creative projects, family time. Within 2 weeks, he'd abandoned everything. The problem wasn't motivation. He was trying to change too much at once. This is where the momentum protection protocol comes in. It's the one evening habit that prevents everything from falling apart, even on your worst days. Choose one keystone habit. Something so small you can't fail. Something that naturally triggers other positive behaviors. For Kevin, it was making a cup of herbal tea when he got home. That's it. But that simple act became the first domino that triggered his entire evening transformation. The tea-making ritual naturally led to a few minutes of quiet reflection. The reflection helped him transition out of work mode. The transition made him more present with his family. Being more present improved his relationships and his sleep. One small habit, multiple positive ripple effects. Here's how to identify your keystone habit. It should take less than 5 minutes. It should feel good, not like a chore. It should naturally connect to other positive behaviors. It should be something you can do even on your worst days. But what happens when life gets chaotic? When work explodes? When kids get sick? When everything falls apart? This is where flexible consistency comes in. Your evening architecture should support you when you need structure and give you permission to let go when you need that instead. Some evenings will be restorative. Others will be social. Others will be creative. Some won't go according to any plan at all. And that's not failure. That's life. The goal isn't perfection. It's having a system that enhances your life more often than not. Your momentum protocol checklist. Choose one keystone habit under 5 minutes. Practice it daily for 2 weeks before adding anything else. Identify your flexible consistency guidelines. Create a bare minimum version for difficult days. Chapter 8. Integration and Mastery. Sarah, the marketing manager from Chapter 1, started with just the 3-bridge protocol. After 2 weeks, she added digital boundaries. Month 2, she worked on energy management. By month 3, she had transformed not just her evenings, but her entire life. The key was building one layer at a time. Your evening transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens one choice at a time, one habit at a time, one evening at a time. But here's what makes this system different from every other productivity method you've tried. It works with your natural rhythms instead of against them. You're not forcing yourself to become someone else. You're creating conditions for your best self to emerge naturally. The ripple effects extend far beyond your evening hours. When you consistently honor your need for restoration, creativity, and connection, you show up differently everywhere. Your work becomes more focused, your relationships deepen, your overall well-being stabilizes. Think of it this way. Your evening isn't just the end of your day, it's the foundation of your tomorrow. It's where you reconnect with yourself. It's when you remember what makes life meaningful. Most people let their evenings just happen to them. But you now have the architectural blueprint to design them intentionally. Your integration plan. Week 1, 2, master your transition protocol. Week 3, 4, add digital boundaries. Week 5, 6. Implement energy management. Week 7, 8. Design your environment. Week 9, 12. Add creativity and connection elements. The 48-hour challenge knowledge without action is just entertainment. So here's your challenge. Pick one element from this system, just one. Implement it tonight, not tomorrow. not next week. Tonight. The 48-hour challenge knowledge without action is just entertainment. So here's your challenge. Pick one element from this system. Just one. Implement it tonight, not tomorrow, not next week. Tonight. Maybe it's the three bridge protocol when you get home. Maybe it's creating a phone free zone. Maybe it's just asking yourself, what does my energy need right now? One choice, one action, one step toward the evening and the life you actually want. Because here's the final truth. You already have everything you need to transform your evenings. You don't need more time, more energy, or more willpower. You just need better architecture. Your evening transformation starts with the very next choice you make about how to spend your time after work. What will you choose? If this resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that like button so I know this was helpful. Share it with someone who's stuck in the evening struggle. We all know someone. And subscribe because I'm creating more content about designing a life that actually works for you, not against you. Drop a comment and let me know, which strategy are you going to try first? I read every single comment and I'd love to hear about your evening transformation journey. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.